Thomas Warrick is a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council. He was also the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Counterterrorism Policy at the US Department of Homeland Security and joins us now from Washington, D.C. Good to have you back with us, Thomas. Jared Kushner's meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu underscores Washington's urgency to keep this fragile ceasefire intact. From a security standpoint, how precarious is the current truce and what are the main risks that could cause it to unravel?
Well, good evening to you and to your viewers. So far, at least, the main elements of the ceasefire are holding. But one of the things that Kushner and Steve Witkoff, the president's envoy, who's due there tomorrow, are trying to do is to work out a deal under which the Hamas fighters now in tunnels under Rafah and Khan Yunis would be able to give up their weapons and then either leave Gaza or go west of the yellow line where Hamas is more present. This, to Witkoff in particular, is seen as a test of the 20-point Trump plan's promise for amnesty for those who will lay down their weapons. So far, at least, continued operations of Hamas fighters have given Israel a reason for conducting airstrikes in response. And so I would imagine the envoys will also be discussing that. The other point that your introductory report did not mention is that the American forces at Kiryat Gat are working to take over the admission of humanitarian deliveries so that the Israeli army is less involved. This is expected to increase the amount of aid that will be getting to the people of Gaza over what it has been up until now.
Now, one of the thorniest issues that was discussed was the disarmament of Hamas. Given its deep-rooted control in Gaza, is that goal remotely achievable without triggering a full-scale collapse of the ceasefire?
Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, it's required for the ceasefire. One of the things that U.S. envoys have heard from Saudi Arabia, from the United Arab Emirates, from Bahrain and from other countries is that until Hamas lays down its weapons, there will be no reconstruction in Gaza. No country is willing to contribute the billions of dollars necessary if Hamas keeps its weapons and can attack Israel when it likes. Because as we all know, Israel would retaliate and destroy whatever was rebuilt. So these countries are making it very clear that they require Hamas to give up Hamas's weapons in order that reconstruction can actually begin.
Now, the US plan also calls for deploying an international stabilization force in Gaza. What kind of mandate and structure would such a mission realistically need in order to succeed, and who could potentially lead it, do you think?
Well, right now, diplomats at the United Nations are working on a resolution that would achieve that. Paragraph 7 of that resolution spells out the powers of the international security force, including allowing it to use all necessary means in order to demilitarize Gaza. This means in international parlance that they can use force, especially if Hamas tries to attack them. The question obviously is what countries will be contributing to this force. Indonesia, Azerbaijan, and Italy have been mentioned. The President Trump has made it clear that Qatar will be allowed to contribute. One question is over Turkey's participation, which, as your viewers well know, is being blocked by Israel. I expect President Trump will find other ways for Turkey to contribute to the reconstruction of Gaza. It just probably won't involve Turkish military troops.
Okay, Thomas Warrick, we'll have to leave it there. Great to get your analysis as always. Thank you.